Hello students, welcome to my channel English with Terry. In today's video, I want to share with you my one simple rule to have more confidence when speaking in English or any language. Now, I'm an English teacher, but I'm also a linguist. I can speak French, Spanish, Portuguese, and Italian, and I also learn all new languages. And I have one very simple rule to feel more confident. If I want to use a word or a phrase in a conversation, I repeat this word or phrase 10 times alone. Every single time. Now, I have a business coach and she is from Hungary, so sometimes I learn Hungarian words. Funny thing is, usually before we talk online, talk on Skype, I learn a new Hungarian word. But my basic rule is I will always repeat it 10 times aloud on my own before I try to use it in a conversation. It's very simple, it's very powerful concept, and it really works. And a lot of students don't do this. Do you do this? Do you repeat 10 times a word or a phrase until you feel more comfortable? Now, what I mean is, if you have a difficult word or difficult phrase, you repeat very slowly, becoming faster and faster until you feel more confident. So let me repeat my simple rule for confidence in speaking. If I want to use a new phrase or a new word, I repeat alone 10 times. I remember a verb from 2 weeks ago in French was a little bit difficult. Promouvoir, to promote something. And in the first moment, it was difficult. Like, promouvoir, I can't pronounce it. But I repeated the word promouvoir. Promouvoir. And now, the phrase was promouvoir mon livre, to promote my book. This was an interview I was watching. But that phrase alone, promouvoir mon livre. When I started, I didn't feel confident. I was like, promouvoir, this is hard. So I repeated 10 times, very slowly. When I learn a new phrase or word, I repeat slowly and carefully until I feel confident. Promouvoir. I repeated it alone so many times, I now feel confident to use this in a new phrase or with a French person. Location. It's some people it feels uncomfortable to speak alone because you feel like someone will hear you, you feel conscious out there. Location. Find your time and place when you can speak alone. Now, in my case, when I was younger, I was always walking my dog or walking alone. And this was always my time to get a bit of privacy, a bit of space to really work on my accent. Now, I don't mind. I don't care if other people hear me, but maybe you do. And this is a real change of philosophy about language learning. A lot of the time, we're always thinking, study English. And the association is with school and rules and grammar rules and books. But really, I want you to start to understand that you need to train your speaking. And to understand speaking and moving the muscles, it's like athletics. It's like sport. Why? Why train alone? Why is this so important? And why are not enough people doing it? If you just imagine a swimming competition, a very simple competition, where two people are going to swim in a competition and they need to swim 200 meters in the fastest time possible. Very simple. So you have two people. Two swimmers will compete in the competition. One swimmer trains 2 times. Let's say they both have 1 week to prepare. One swimmer trains 2 times. He trains the full 200 meters 2 times before competition. Other swimmer trains 10 times. Who will win? It's obvious, right? We look at sports, we look at basketball or athletics or martial arts, and we just understand repetition is essential. When nobody questions, when you have someone who is a ballerina or works in opera or that there, nobody questions that you need to repeat. But we don't do this in language education. Not enough. We must take this same understanding and logic and apply it to speaking in English. It's a new philosophy of understanding of speaking English. Understanding it, thinking like an athlete or like a performer. If you imagine your favorite actor or actress, and you could remember some amazing moments in a TV series or a movie, how many times did that person repeat the lines to prepare for the movie. Think about that. If you want good skill or good ability, it takes a little bit of discipline and a little bit of effort. If you are sitting watching this video and thinking like, oh, I feel lazy, I don't want to repeat everything 10 times. Well, that's what it takes. That's really what it takes as a repeating and training your speaking. So if we come back to the idea of the swimmers, two swimmers, one swimmer trains 2 times, another swimmer trains 10 times. Who will win? Now think about it in a simple way, a job interview. One person comes to the job interview and they practiced their English, the phrases, their answers 2 times. Speaking alone, they practiced it 2 times. Another person comes to the interview and practiced 10 times. Who will be more confident? Who will be more prepared? That's the simple concept I'm trying to translate to you. Now, one really, really important thing about English is that you must hear it first. English is not a very, the spelling in English is disorganized. We have silent letters, we have extra letters, we have the schwa sound, and it's very confusing. And it's very, very frustrating for some people who, when in your language, when you can just read and pronounce in exactly the same way. English is actually a mix of languages. It's a mix of French, German, and Dutch. So the spelling is all disorganized. Listen, then repeat. You can find an online dictionary to hear pronunciation, or you can just listen to a phrase in a movie. But do not read, then repeat. The idea is do not take a book, start reading, and trying to pronounce from the book. Because the probability is you will not see the pronunciation correctly. You need to hear English first, okay? Too many times in language schools, we ask the students, read and pronounce. And the students are trying their best to pronounce, but really, you need to hear it first. So that is my simple rule for fluency confidence. How to feel more confident in your speaking. Repeat words and phrases 10 times alone. Minimum. Sometimes I do it more. For one word in Portuguese, liquidificador, which is a really difficult word, I practiced maybe 50 times the same word alone, because the transition was, in the beginning, it was liquidificador, and I was not able to pronounce it. I practiced slowly alone, and now I can say liquidificador, liquidificador. I can pronounce it well and quickly. That's the difference. That's how you do it. Okay? All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. What is your rule for fluency confidence? What is your best technique for confidence in your speaking or when you're speaking English? Okay, I would really love to read it, and please, if you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment below. I'll be very happy to answer you in the best way I can. Okay, please take a moment to click like and subscribe and share with your friends, and as always, I will just see you guys in the next video.